A warm welcome to all my students. We will continue with rural development. In this chapter, you learnt about meaning and significance of rural development in the previous session. Now, today we will learn about rural development and decentralization, then rural development and Panchayat Raj institution, and rural development and women. So these are the three topics which you are going to learn today. Is that clear, children? Now, before starting with decentralization, let me revise what we have learned yesterday in the rural development. First, we learned about the introduction part. That is, India is a land of villages. According to 2011 census, 68.84% of population lived in village. And you remember the statement given by Mahatma Gandhi ji. The development of its village is the true development of our country. So you remember this. Then I started with the government development strategies, which gave importance to industry and urbanization. Due to that, there was a decline in rural industry. And this led to unemployment. So rural people started to migrate to cities. And we also learned the major problem in the rural area was poverty. Though 60% of population is working in agriculture, their contribution towards national income is very less. So this increase the gap between rural and urban area. So we wanted to overcome this. So we started giving importance to rural development. Then we learned about what is rural development. I hope all of you remember what is rural development. A process of economic and social upliftment of rural area. And second one was overall development. Then after learning about rural development, we learned about few points which we listed out what and all has to be developed in the rural area. And after that, importance of rural development. So these are the topic which was covered in the previous session. Today we will learn about decentralization. Providing administration power and the responsibility of developing the village to the people themselves is called decentralization, where you are giving the administrative activity as well as developing activity to the people itself. So that we call it as decentralization. Providing administration power and the responsibility of developing the village to its people themselves is called decentralization. Now here, through this process, they will learn two things. One is power sharing, and people will participate in decision making. Through this decentralization, people learn two things. One is power sharing and the other one is people will participate in decision making. And the aim of this process is at planning and development from the below. That is, from the starting point, we want to get all the development activities in the rural area. So this process is called as Grama Swarajya by Mahatma Gandhi ji. Is that clear, children? Now all of you understood till here? The next one is, why do we give importance to decentralization? First thing, it will reduce the various kind of exploitation. And next one is, it upholds human independence. and dignity. First one is able to get rid of all the exploitation in the rural area. And next one is trying to give importance to independence and their dignity. And the last one is where we are trying to encourage the values like cooperation. Is that clear, children? So decentralization, main reason for introducing decentralization is to put an end to exploitation, giving importance to independence and dignity, and giving importance to values. Is that clear, children? Okay. Next, we will learn about Panchayat Raj system. Panchayat Raj system has been encouraged in India in order to promote decentralization. To promote this decentralization only, we had given importance to this Panchayat Raj system. The Government of India enacted 73rd Constitution Amendment in 1993, which established a uniform system of Panchayat Raj system throughout the country. So remember, Panchayat Raj system encouraged mainly to promote decentralization. And the Government of India will enact 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1993, which established a uniform Panchayat Raj institution throughout the country. We'll have a uniform system. There is no difference. We don't differentiate. We try to maintain the same Panchayat Raj throughout the country. In this, you have certain features to be learned. The first feature is we have 3-tier structure of district, taluk and village panchayat with the Grama Sabha as the foundation. We will have 3 levels here. First one, district, taluk and village panchayat. Is that clear? Where Grama Sabha will be in the 3 level. One at the district level, next one is taluk level and the next one is at the village level. And second point is regarding election. We'll have a direct election, otherwise periodic election. Direct and periodic elections. The next one is there is a reservation of seat for SC, ST, backward class and women. Reservation of seat has been given to SC, ST, backward class and women's. And the next one is we are giving a provision for major financial, administrative responsibility, budget and auditing requirements. We give importance to these things: financial, administrative responsibility, budget and auditing, these requirements. And the next one is provision for executive or support staff. A strict procedure for dissolution, suppression of panchayat and mandatory election within 6 months of dissolution. So remember, here we learned 6 points in the Panchayat Raj, the features of Panchayat Raj. First one was regarding 3 levels we have learned, and the first level was district, taluk and village. These were the 3 levels. And next, second point we learned about direct and periodic election. Third point, reservation of seat for SC, ST, backward class and women. And the next one, it was regarding major decision like financial, administrative, budget and auditing. We also have here supporting staffs. And the last one is regarding it is mandatory election has to be conducted 6 months when it is dissolved. Within 6 months dissolved. Now we will learn about role of Panchayat Raj institution in rural area. The most important, Panchayat Raj plays a very important role in development of rural area. Mainly it helps in eradicating poverty and providing all the basic facility to the people. So remember, Panchayat Raj plays a very important role in the rural development. Here you can see that they encourage education and health here. So giving importance to primary and middle school education, and they also give technical education to the people, and they try to give training as well as giving importance to health and hygienic. So these are the concept which is being concentrated by the Panchayat Raj. Next one is regarding Grama Sabha. Grama Sabha is an important body of Grama Panchayat. Here you can see that it is compulsory to conduct the meeting at least once in 6 months. They have to conduct the meeting once in 6 months. And all the adults, whoever name are there in the voter list, they will be the member of this Grama Sabha. And everyone will be involved in the development scheme while taking the decision. So remember, Grama Sabha is a part of Grama Panchayat. And here you can see that 6 months once they have to conduct a meeting. And you can see that all the adults who are in the voter list, they will be the member of Grama Sabha. Next, programs. Government have implemented many programs in the rural area, mainly concentrating on rural development. You can see that the most important program implemented by the government, National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Under this, they provide employment opportunity to rural people. Next one is housing program, providing shelter to shelterless people. So here the government has implemented housing program, 3 programs. First one, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Ambedkar Valmiki Housing Program, Ashriya Yojana. So these are the 3 programs which is connected with housing program. First one is connected with the employment opportunity program. Is that clear, children? The next one is regarding public distribution, which we call it as fair shop, a ration shop we call it. So here in this public distribution, they provide essential food grains for the rural people. The people who are very poor, they are not able to buy even essential food grains. Through the public distribution, we are able to provide those essential commodity to these poor people. And next one is regarding self-help group of women. This is a group. Here the rural people, poor rural women are encouraged to join this group, and they are indulged in productive activity which will lead development of our country. Next one is where we are trying to encourage social and cultural activity through fair and festival. Through fair and festival, we are able to encourage our culture. And moreover, we can also encourage the village art and craft through this fair and festival. And next one is, we are trying to get rid the major problem in rural area, that is unemployment, by providing employment opportunity, by establishing many productive activities like agriculture, cattle rearing, poultry, fishery and social forestry. So these are the employment opportunity we have provided for the rural people to generate employment opportunities. And next one is giving importance to irrigation. So we have different types of irrigation established in the rural area. And we also give importance to rural and cottage industry to be improved in the rural area. These are the points to be noted in role of Panchayat Raj. So remember all these points, children. First one, you have to explain about the Panchayat Raj. Second one is regarding Grama Sabha. After Grama Sabha, you have to explain about public distribution system, social and culture activity, self-help group you have to explain, the programs have to be explained, and then employment opportunities. You have to explain about it, irrigation and cottage and rural industry. These are the points you have to explain in the role of Panchayat Raj. The next topic we are going to learn about Women Self-Help Group. This group plays a very important role in organizing poor rural women. And here there will be 20 women in one group. 20 women in one group, and they will also make them financially independent, not depending upon others for the money. They make them financially independent. So this group helps them to be independent financially. First point. Second one is this group gives them the loan as well as engage them in productive activities. So they give the loan and they ask them to start their own job in productive activities. And the next one is they also see that they will try to help them in saving and repayment of loan. Mobilizing, saving and repayment of loan. And the next one is regarding where they will also tell them to be aware of social evils which are existing in the rural area. Mainly child marriage, dowry, caste system. So these are the exploitation of women and children. So they give them the awareness regarding the social evil which exists in the rural area. Next one is through this group, it is a contribution towards our society. They give a progressive society and a clean environment. Women Self-Help Group, here you have to remember about organizing the poor rural women and making them financially independent. They give them the loan, so they get engaged in the productive activities. And next one, they mobilize saving, repayment of loan. And here you remember giving awareness regarding social evils. And the last one is contribute towards building a clean and progressive society. So through Women Self-Help Group, it is a great development for the rural development. Is that clear, children? Now we will start with the assignment. Next one is the assignment. What is meant by decentralization? Providing administration responsibility to the people, we call this as decentralization. Next one is name the 3 levels. So remember, which are those 3 levels I told you? District, taluk and village. So those 3 levels has to be mentioned here. Mention any 2 housing program. Remember, I have told you 3 housing program. You can mention any 2. One is Pradhan Mantri Yojana, and the next one is Ambedkar Valmiki Housing Program. So these 2 programs you can mention connected with the housing program. Now, what is the role of a Panchayat Raj in the institution in the rural development? Once again, I will show you the slide from Rural Panchayat. What are the points to be written in this question? Is that clear? So first you have to write about the Panchayat Raj, saying how important they are in the rural development. And here you will mention about their education and health also here. After that you have to mention about the Grama Sabha, which is a part of the Grama Panchayat. A meeting has to be held 6 months once, and remember who will be the member of Grama Sabha. Then you will write the program. Remember, you have to write totally 4 programs. First program is connected with the employment and the second program is connected with the housing program. And next you will write about the public distribution, which is connected with the essential food grains. Self-help group, you don't have to explain detailedly about women's self-help group. Here only 2 sentences you will write it. One, we organize all the women and they are indulged in productive activities. And next one is social culture activity, where you have to mention about fair and festivals. And next one is employment opportunities. Can be encouraged in the rural area by starting with productive activities like agriculture, cattle rearing. All these has to be mentioned here. Irrigation. You have to mention undertaking of different types of irrigation and mention about rural and cottage industry. So these are the points what you have to write in the role of Panchayat Raj. So remember, these are the 4 questions which have been asked in the assignment and it has to be submitted on Friday. And this is the end of this lesson, children. And you will have a test on Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Thank you, children.